បាទសួស្តីអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាជួបគ្នាមកកាន់វីដេអូថ្មីមួយទៀតនេះគឺនៅក្នុង test 2ដែលយើងបានបញ្ចប់នៅ test 1ហើយយើងបាន cover ទៅលើ topic ទាំងអស់ហើយគឺមាន listening reading writing ជាមួយ reading ហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងយើងចូលមកកាន់ test 2ដែល format របស់វាគឺដូចគ្នាទេគ្រាន់តែតានេះគឺយើងធ្វើការ practice បន្ថែមពីលើអ្វីដែលយើងបានមើលនៅកាន់ test 1ហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងយើងមើលទាំងអស់គ្នាទៅគឺយើងដឹងស្រាប់ហើយនេះគឺ test យើងបានមើលដូចគ្នាតាក់ទងទៅនឹង read aloud អញ្ចឹងដើម្បីធ្វើការរំលឹកខ្ញុំធ្វើការ read ទៅលើដែលថា test ហ្នឹងគឺគេផ្ដោតទៅលើគេធ្វើឲ្យយើងធ្វើឲ្យគេអញ្ចឹងណាបាទលក្ខណៈដូចយើងលក្ខណៈ review អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំនឹងធ្វើលឿនជាងវីដេអូមុនបាទដោយសារយើងដឹងពីទម្រង់វាអស់ហើយគ្រាន់តែថានេះគឺជាការរំលឹកឡើងវិញបាទអញ្ចឹងនេះគឺ tip script បាទគឺដំបូងយើងធ្វើការ read ដើម្បី get នៅ idea នៃ overall meaning នៃ text ហ្នឹងហើយ text 1 is about statistic look for information ឬក៏ look for word that contain key information these are usually stressed ដូចជា statistic and economic population environment visible accessible robust practice saying any difficult words ដូចជា statistics statistically literate បាទយើងរៀន practice ទៅ think about where your voice will rise fall or pulse អញ្ចឹងយើងមើលនេះគឺ read aloud in the text there are 6 to 7 tasks for each task you read the text aloud into microphone the wording in the instruction below is the same as you will see in the actual test I see page 12 for help ចឹងយើងមើលទៅគឺឃើញថា look at the text below in 40 seconds you must read the text aloud as natural as clearly as possible you have 40 seconds to read aloud ចឹងយើងមានរយៈពេល40 minutes 40 seconds បាទវិនាទីអញ្ចឹងគឺយើងធ្វើការ read វាដោយ natural តែម្ដងបាទឥឡូវយើងមើលតែម្ដងទៅគឺទី1នេះបាទអញ្ចឹងទាំងអស់គឺមាន6បាទក្នុងនេះគឺមាន6ហើយបាទយើងមើលទី1អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំធ្វើការ read ដែរ Statistics reflect vital information about the economy, the well-being of population and the environment. Society relies on statistics being visible, accessible, and robust, and on statistically literate people making the best use of information to determine future action. Statistically called literacy then is the ability to accurately understand, interpret, and evaluate the data that inform these issues. បាទអញ្ចឹងពេលប្រឡងគឺយើងត្រូវចង់អារម្មណ៍ឲ្យបានមិញហ្នឹងខ្ញុំសើចអត់បន្តិចទេបាទគឺឥឡូវខ្ញុំធ្វើការ practice ភាសាទៀតបាទអញ្ចឹងយើងមើលតែម្ដងទៅគឺឃើញថា Statistics reflects vital information about the environment and well-being of the population and the environment. Society relies on statistics being visible, accessible, and robust, and on statistically literate people making the best use of the information to determine future action. Statistical literacy then is the ability to accurately understand, interpret, and evaluate the data that inform these issues. បាទអញ្ចឹងគឺយើង practice ពាក្យណាពិបាកណាហ្នឹងហើយដើម្បីយើងអានចេញមកយើងអ្នក natural កុំឲ្យតាក់កុំឲ្យអីចឹងទៅហើយ full stop គឺយើង stop យ៉ាងយូរតិចទៅហើយបើសិនមាន comma មកយើងឈប់មួយ flat ទៅបាទគឺលក្ខណៈដូច natural ហ្មង Look at the text below បាទនេះគឺ40 second ហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងយើងមើលបន្ថែមទៀតនេះ Housing fulfills the basic needs that people have for security, privacy, and shelter. While the adequacy of housing is an important component of everyone's well-being, individual well-being, housing also has great impact on the nation's economy with its influence on investment levels, interest rates, and building activity and employment. បាទអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាស្ដាប់មកសំឡេងខ្ញុំនិយាយអ្នក natural ឬក៏ដូចមិនដែរអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំធ្វើការអានភាសាទៀតនៅទី2ហ្នឹងគឺ housing fulfills the basic needs that people have for security, privacy and shelter, while the adequacy of housing is an important component of individual well-being. Housing also has great impact on the nation's economy with its influence on investment levels, interest rates, building activity and employment. បាទអញ្ចឹងយើងមើលមួយទៀតគឺទី3 Being physically active benefits people's health significantly, including reducing the risk of some chronic conditions, helping to control weight, and improving mental health. In recent decades, there has been a decline in physical activity because more people work in office rather than in manual jobs. ចឹងខ្ញុំអានភាសាទៀត Being physically active benefits people's health significantly, including reducing the risk of some chronic conditions, helping to control weight, and improving mental health. In recent decades, there has been a decline in physical activity because some people work in office rather than in manual jobs. ចឹងមួយទៀតគឺទី4 Students who wish to take a break from their studies will need to put in an application for leave or of absence. If your application is successful, you will need to notify via email at the end of your leave of absence. You must re-enroll at student services and in subjects you intend to study. ចឹងមួយទៀតគឺ Students who wish to take a break from their studies will need to put an application for leave of absence. If your application is successful, you will be notified via email at the end of your leave of absence. You must re-enroll at student services and the subjects you intend to study. ទី5 There are a number of tests available which can suggest if a person is telling the truth, but knowing which ones are accurate is not easy. A newly created test is claimed to be the most accurate yet in lie detection. However, questions have been raised about its accuracy and ethics. បាទចឹងទី5ខ្ញុំអានភាសាទៀត There are a number of tests available which can suggest if a person is telling the truth, but knowing which ones are accurate is not easy. A newly created test is claimed to be the most accurate yet is in lie detection. However, questions have been raised about its accuracy and ethics. បាទចឹងយើងមើលទី6បាទ A student exchange program complements formal education while promoting tolerance, maturity, and independence, all highly sought after qualities in today's competitive job market. Living in host country is not as a tourist or guest but as a member of community. Is what makes the experience both challenging and rewarding. ខ្ញុំអានភាសាទៀត A student exchange program complements formal education while promoting tolerance, maturity, and independence, all highly sought after qualities in today's competitive job market. Living in a host country is not as tourist or guest as a member of the community. Is what makes the experience both challenging and rewarding. បាទនេះគឺទី6អញ្ចឹងនេះគឺយើងបាន practice ទៅលើ read aloud ហើយបន្ទាប់មកទៀតនេះគឺ repeat sentence បាទ repeat sentence អញ្ចឹងគឺខ្ញុំនឹងធ្វើការ include នៅវីដេអូមួយក្រោយនឹងទៀតអញ្ចឹងវីដេអូនេះគឺខ្លី បាទយើងចាំមើលទាំងអស់គ្នាអរគុណចំពោះការតាមដានរបស់អ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នា